23 years, thousands of voices, blood on the canvas, tears in the crowd, broken bones, broken hearts, and somehow we still stand. This ain't corporate, this ain't manufactured. This is families, fighters, fans, people who had nothing, finding something to believe in. From the first bell to the last damn chant, war wrestling built this city with sweat and scars. And tonight, we remind the world why respect still matters. Welcome to war. We carry the fire in our souls. Every scar, every bruise, every story told. This is more than a wrestling show. This is heart, this is family. This is all we know. Stand up, raise your hands, screaming loud so the whole world understands. War, wrestling, and respect. We earn every damn ounce we get. Started with a ring and a dream in the dark. Cold damn nights trying just to leave a mark. No $1 million back and no silver spoon fed. Just real damn people putting pain to the test. Every ticket sold kept the lights turned on. Every fan screaming, help us carry on. Mothers brought kids, now the kids bring theirs. Generations built from these folding chairs. Some came broken, some came lost. Some damn near gave up from the cost. But when that music hit and the curtain split for a few damn hours, none of that shit existed. We fought depression, we fought addiction, we fought through hate and contradiction. But war gave people a place to belong when life outside felt all damn wrong. And you can feel deep in your chest. This ain't fake love, this is respect. We carry the fire in our souls. Every scar, every bruise, every story told. This is more than a wrestling show. This is heart, this is family. This is all we know. Stand up, raise your hands, screaming loud so the whole world understands. War, wrestling, and respect. We earn every damn ounce we get. Some bury friends way too damn young. Some still fight battles nobody speaks of. Some walked in angry at the world outside, then found brothers standing side by side. This place made legends, made believers, turned doubters into true dream seekers. And every old scar on these arena walls still echoes loud when that bell call falls. You can't kill passion, you can't fake pride, you can't buy what we built inside. Not with contracts, not with fame, not with glitter lights and corporate names. Because war was built by hands stained red. Oh, by people who meant every word they said. If you ever felt alone, if you ever lost your way, if you ever needed something real, this place was waiting. And no matter how hard life gets, no matter how many times the world knocks you down, you get back up, you fight, you survive. That's war wrestling. We carry the fire in our souls. Every scar, every bruise, every story told.
Testing. Good evening, everyone. Tonight, we're not just celebrating wrestling. We're celebrating history, dedication, and a legacy built over 23 incredible years. 23 years of hard work, unforgettable moments, friendships, challenges, victories, and memories that continue to shape who we are today. 23 years of war wrestling standing strong. In a world where things come and go, where organizations rise and disappear, lasting more than 2 decades says something special. It says there has been commitment, it says there's been passion, and most importantly, it says there's been resilience. Resilience is more than simply surviving. It's the ability to keep moving forward no matter what obstacles stand in your way. It's getting back up after setbacks. It's adapting, growing, and refusing to quit. Over these 23 years, war wrestling has faced challenges, changes, and difficult moments, as every long-standing organization does. But through it all, this family, this community, this organization continues to stand tall. That resilience can be found in every person who has stepped through the doors: the wrestlers, referees, staff members, volunteers, promoters, families, and fans. Everyone who gave their effort and heart helped build what war wrestling is today. But resilience alone doesn't create a legacy. You also need integrity. Integrity is doing things the right way even when no one is watching. It's treating people with respect. It's honoring your commitments. It's understanding that what happens inside the ring may be competition and entertainment, but what happens outside the ring is about character. For 23 years, war wrestling has represented more than athleticism. It has represented a standard, a place where hard work matters, a place where respect matters, a place where people earn opportunities and build relationships that last long after the bell rings. And throughout these years, our ring has become more than ropes and turnbuckles. It has become a stage where stories are written and dreams are pursued. We've had many talented wrestlers step through the ring, individuals who brought excitement, heart, and unforgettable moments to fans over the years. We've watched competitors come in hungry, determined to prove themselves. We've watched veterans share their knowledge and experience. We've witnessed athletes leave pieces of themselves in that ring every single night. Names like Brian Ireland, Alexis Machine, Brian Fury, Elvis Elliott, Dusty Dillinger, Brian Beach, Cody Hawk, Jock Sampson, Orlando Christopher, Delivery Inc., and everyone's favorite uncle, Apollo Starr. They've all been a part of the story and continue to be a part of the story. Their contributions help create moments people still talk about today. They help shape the identity and reputation of war wrestling. But one of the most incredible things about this organization is that the story never stops with one generation. Over the years, many great wrestlers have stepped into our ring. Some arrived already established. Others were just beginning and looking for an opportunity. Some went on to accomplish incredible things, while others simply left behind memories that fans still treasure. Every person added another chapter to this story. That's what makes wrestling special. ring isn't just where matches happen, it's where people discover who they are. It's where confidence is built, it's where lessons are learned, it's where lifelong friendships are formed, it's where moments happen that people remember years, even decades later. And tonight, we also celebrate something truly special. The people whose dedication, sacrifices, and contributions helped shape the foundation of war wrestling through the years. A Hall of Fame isn't simply about championships or victories, it's about impact. It's about the individuals who left a mark so meaningful that their influence continues long after they step away from the spotlight. It recognizes those who gave their time, passion, and heart to this organization and helped make war wrestling what it is today. This evening, we proudly honor our Hall of Fame inductees, Mojo McQueen, Jay Cortez, and Cody Jones. Each of these individuals played an important role in our story. They gave this organization their effort, commitment, and passion. They helped create moments fans remember, inspired others around them, and contributed to the legacy we celebrate tonight. Tonight isn't just about recognizing names, it's about recognizing dedication. It's about honoring the countless hours, the hard work behind the scenes, and the impact they made inside and outside of the ring. Please join me in celebrating Mojo McQueen, Jay Cortez, and Cody Jones as we welcome them into the War Wrestling Hall of Fame. Their place in war history is forever earned, and their legacy will continue to inspire future generations that step into this ring. And none of this would be possible without the fans. To every person who bought a ticket, sat in the crowd, cheered, booed, laughed, shouted, supported, and believed in war wrestling, thank you. You are a part of it. You helped create the atmosphere, the excitement, and the energy that made every event feel special. As we celebrate these 23 years, we honor the past, appreciate the present, and look forward to the future. Because resilience got us here, integrity kept us here, and passion will carry us forward. So tonight, let's celebrate every wrestler who stepped through that curtain, every person who worked behind the scenes, every fan who stood beside us, every memory, every sacrifice, and every moment that built war wrestling into what it is today. 23 years is an achievement few can claim. And the best part, the next chapter is still being written. Thank you, and here's to war wrestling. Shut your face. All right, I'd like to bring out Ripper Blackheart now as he is going to induct Jay Cortez.
Make some noise! I'm here tonight to induct Jay Cortez. Some of you newer fans may be like, who's Jay Cortez? Jay Cortez is that referee that had the best head of hair that anybody could ever ask for. But Jay's journey didn't start off with him being a referee. Jay, when I met him, he came,
and trained to be a professional wrestler. He even had a few matches as high times, Jay Cortez. Got some victories, got beat up. But I think the turning point for him was a show in Fort Wayne, Indiana, where afterwards, Congo Kong had him sit on his lap. Jay looked like a small child sitting on Congo's lap. Somewhere there's a picture of it. Jay looks miserable. Congo looks very happy. I think at that point is when Jay said, maybe I'll be a referee. Jay was one of the best referees we had. He's not just a referee, though. He helped backstage. He'd wrangle these guys to do their promos, get their pictures taken. He was involved in the storyline and the booking for quite a few years. So some of the best stuff you've seen in here came from his mind, and we thank him for that. But Jay's more than that, what I just said. He's more than all that. He's a father. He's a husband. He's my hetero life partner. And if you ask Jay, he'll tell you he's a hero. I'm going to tell you why he's a hero. One night, we were coming back from an OCW show, very late, driving along, a whole van load of us, talking, carrying on like we do. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you hear, "Deer! Deer! Deer!" Jay's in the back seat. He springs all the way up to the front while he's saying it. We're all like, what in the hell is going on? Sure enough, driver slow, there's a deer right across from us. Jay's like, I don't mean to bring this up or anything, but, you know, some people may call that a hero. Not me, some people. And that's who Jay's is. Jay's the greatest hype man I've ever had. If you don't believe me, ask my kids. Because every time we go to an after party, Jay gets a few in him. He'll tell them how cool their dad is. And then he gets a little too drunk and he asks me to come to his basement afterwards, pop off our shirts, lift some weights, and watch Starrcade 97. And that's why I love him. So, it is my great honor and privilege to induct into the 2026 War Wrestling Hall of Fame, Jay Cortez.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Corey. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank the boys. Thank you, fans. I actually have quite a bit to say, but I'll try to keep it as brief as possible. First of all, hunger in. I hope you got a drink. I hope you got a refreshment, because I got a lot to say. First of all, before I say anything, I have to say this. I love professional wrestling. I love professional wrestling. It has meant so much to me my entire life. I can't think of a time in my life when professional wrestling wasn't just something I enjoyed, but was something that helped define who I was as a person. I can remember the specific moment I became a lifetime fan. WrestleMania 10, Bret the Hitman Hart versus The Rocket Owen Hart, brother versus brother. It was amazing, especially for someone like me, who, me and my brother, we were huge Bret the Hitman Hart fans. He was our hero. So we get WrestleMania 10, and the show starts out with the match we were the most excited for, Brett versus Owen. And they're having an incredible match, a tremendous match. And, you know, as brothers do, we're suplexing each other and giving each other the sharpshooter and stuff like that. And we couldn't believe it. I'll never forget it for the rest of my life. Finish of the match. Owen shoots Brett into the corner, puts the boot up. Owen turns around. Brett slips to the top, slips his legs over Owen's shoulders, goes for the victory roll. Owen slips out. 1, 2, 3. Owen Hart wins. But more importantly, the little brother had won. And to me, that feeling, I had never won anything. I certainly didn't beat my older brother at anything. And because he had won, it felt like I had won. And the feelings that I had during that match, the drama, the danger, the action, the excitement, the shock, that's what professional wrestling does to us. That's what it makes us feel. That's the art. Getting people to feel those types of emotions through brilliant physical storytelling. That's the feeling I felt that day, and that's the feeling I've been chasing ever since. So, give it up for the Hearts. So that 6-year-old Booger Brat kid became a 14-year-old Lima punk who was completely obsessed with professional wrestling. And for the first time in my lifetime, there was going to be local wrestling at the UAW Hall. A new promotion. It was called Wrestling of Respect. And I couldn't wait to go. So I lined up and I saw this new promotion, War Wrestling we called it, and I saw all the early stars of War Wrestling. Sweet Stevie Lee, Metalhead Steve Stone, Evil Intentions Elvis Elliott, Cody Hawk, Bad Attitude Brian Beach, Buzzsaw Brian Ireland, Delivery Inc., Cody Hawk, Matt Mason, Ripper Blackheart was there. And I know this might sound kind of crazy to some of my colleagues out here, but after that first show, I didn't want to be Hulk Hogan, I didn't want to be Stone Cold or The Rock or Bret Hart even. The only thing I wanted to be was Cowboy Dusty Dillinger. He was my hero. He was my hero, and he was the coolest. So at 21 years old, I knew I had to be a part of this, some way, somehow. So I reached out to a person I had known since I was in kindergarten. Since I was a child, I reached out to Sean Lyle. Some of you know him as Peachy Rodriguez. He's sitting right there with a stupid grin on his face. I love that guy. Peachy did a lot for me. Sean taught me a lot. He helped me not only get my foot in the door, but he helped me learn a lot of the finer points of the business. Not just refereeing, but how to conduct yourself and how to not conduct yourself. I learned a lot from Peachy, and I thank him a lot. Well, due to a quick succession of injuries, my actual in-ring career was cut short. No, it could have been that. That might have been the actual moment. So I decided I had a new goal. My goal was that I was going to be the best referee that War Wrestling ever had. And it took about 3 years of being the absolute worst referee that War Wrestling ever had, but I eventually got there. It only took me about 13 years. That was okay. And in those 13 years of refereeing for War Wrestling, I am honored to be a part of some of War Wrestling's greatest moments. I was there when we had the first War Games match in War Wrestling. I was there when Dusty Dillinger threw Jock Sampson off the top of the scaffold. I was there when Zach Spades came out in the coffin and blew the roof off the Lima Civic Center. I was there when Ripper Blackheart almost caused a near riot in the Lima Civic Center. And one of my great honors was also handing the War Wrestling title to Orlando Christopher. And as my role in War Wrestling started to transition into more of a backstage capacity, I found my true passion. And my passion was helping talent. My talent was being able to help create the stories that I loved when I was a kid. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to be. I didn't want to just be a part of something. I wanted to help create something. So I made that my mission. And refereeing got kind of put to the side. And I just want to take a break from my speech for a minute to announce that I officially am retiring from in-ring refereeing. I'm done. So if you see me around, you might not see me in a striped shirt anymore. So thank you for a 13-year career as a referee. Thank you. But I didn't get on this stage without the help and guidance from a lot of people. I have a lot of people to thank, so bear with me. Family first. To my mama, Thank you for renting me wrestling movies every weekend and buying me every wrestling action figure I ever wanted. That's where the first stories I ever created were. To my dad, I miss you, Dad. Wish you were here. To my brothers, thank you for being the best tag team partners I ever had. To my kids, Kaylee, Lola, Alicia, Adrian, I love you guys. You guys are everything to me. To my lovely wife, I am a completely ridiculous human being, and you've put up with so much from me. Thank you. Your patience, your grace, your love keeps our family together. I'm so honored to call you my wife. I love you so much. All right, now everybody else. Corey, Ripper Blackheart, thank you for everything you've taught me in this business. Thank you for your guidance. In a business full of liars, backstabbers, cheats, and shady people, you definitely check all those boxes. But you've also been a really genuine friend, and I'm glad to call you my friend. Thank you. Sean, like I said, I wouldn't be here without you. Really wouldn't be. Thank you so much. So many other people. Dexter Dementia, thank you for the guidance. Thank you for teaching me things. Thank you for standing by me. Thank you for being a good family man and a good example. Thank you for being the best kisser in wrestling. He knows what I'm talking about. Orlando Christopher, thank you for pushing me to be more creative. You are brilliant. Matt Taylor, great times in and out of the ring. Drinks are on you. Jock Sampson, hip toss, baby. Dusty Dillinger, Bob Cornwell, he was my hero. He was my mentor. Apollo Star, Uncle Q, where's he at? Thank you for being the coolest guy on the planet. Thank you so much. Doug Schill, a.k.a. Mr. Main Event, a.k.a. the King of Strong Style. He knows what that means. Evil Intentions, Elvis Elliott. I used to come to the UAW hall so I could buy your 8x10, so I could buy your photos. He was the coolest, so cool. Jimmy Shane. Yeah, Jimmy Shane, that guy. Jimmy Shane, I love you. You're my boy. I really hope Crash kicks your ass tonight, though. Whoa. We were all thinking it. We're all thinking it. All right, I got a bunch of rapid fire in quick succession. Paloma Star, Cody Jones, I love you guys. Nick Hahn, he's been with me from the beginning. Love you. Shauna, Slick Rick, Pure Class, Mojo McQueen, so cool. Vinny from Jersey. Y'all remember Vinny from Jersey? He gave me the best advice I ever heard in this business. Get in where you fit in. Thank you. Gary Fields, Josh Golban, Joe Copez, Sherman Tank, Chris Hall, Jeff and Lori Callahan, Billy Wright, Wes Fetty, Husk, Robbie Starr, Matt Mason, Jeremy Madrox, Caden Assad, Jack Vaughn, Aaron Williams, Logan Grant, Tanner the Savage, Brandon Day, Cody Hawk, Gino, Tommy, Austin Mannix, Brandon Edwards, Joe Coleman, Will, Queen Aminata, Hugh Smith, the Mad Dragon. So many people helped me along the way. But I have to go out of my way. I know he hates when people do this in their Hall of Fame speeches, but I have to. Tom Williams, Big Tom. Thank you for everything. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have done anything in this business without you. Thank you for being my mentor. Thank you for being my friend. Thank you for giving a kid from Lima a chance to live his dream. Thank you. Lastly, I want to thank every single person who showed up tonight to make this event possible. The crew, the boys, and especially War Wrestling's amazing fans. All you fans in here, I am you, you are me. So from a 6-year-old kid who loved Bret Hart, thank you. From a 14-year-old kid who used to stand out in the rain in front of the UAW hall 3 hours early so he could get a good seat, thank you. From a 21-year-old kid who had a dream and a striped shirt, thank you. And from the man in front of you today, a War Wrestling Hall of Famer, thank you. Thank you so much.
Give it up one more time, Jay Cortez! What'd I tell you about the hair?
La sriracha muchacha, la sriracha muchacha. Ahí viene la sriracha muchacha, la sriracha muchacha. Ahí viene la sriracha muchacha, la sriracha muchacha. Ahí viene la sriracha muchacha.
Hi, everybody. It's been a little bit. My name is the Sriracha Muchacha Paloma Star. But I think you already knew that. It's kind of crazy being up here because for years I've been sitting on that side and wondering, WTF, who are these people talking? Which is why I want to introduce the next person. The next person has known Cody longer than I have, and that's a really long time because me and Cody have been together for almost 18 years. The next person is Cody's best friend, his wrestling soulmate, the hooligan, Austin Riley.
$8,003 days. That's how long it takes, according to my math, to induct somebody into a Wrestling Hall of Fame. Because for over 20 years, I've known Cody Jones since he was a 17-year-old kid, punk kid. And my favorite thing about our early life is that immediately we were from two separate worlds and we became best friends because that's the type of person that Cody is. He's an asshole with a heart. Very early in our careers, we moved to Oklahoma to train with his father, Mr. Ebony Tom Jones. And I learned a lot about wrestling, but I learned more about life. And together, we were able to climb through some ranks in West Texas and be able to make a little bit of our name for ourselves in Amarillo Home of Terry Funk. And I think the best part about Cody is that he never gave up on me whenever I had issues. He never gave up on me whenever I wanted to quit. And so right now, it's my honor to help bring him to this point in his career when I can ask you to help me welcome him as the next inductee into the War Wrestling Hall of Fame, you guys, Cody Jones.
I'm living in that 21st century, doing something mean to it. Do it better than anybody you ever seen do it. Screams from the haters, got a nice ring to it. I guess every superhero need his theme music. No one man should have all that power. The clock's ticking, I just count the hours. Stop tripping, I'm tripping off the power. The system broken, the school's closed, the prison's open. We ain't got nothing to lose, motherfucker, we rollin'.
Well, damn, guys, you can't give me the plaque? No, we're not doing this again. War Wrestling! It's been a year. So give me a few seconds while I pull out some bullet points to tell you a little bit about some punk kid from Amarillo, Texas. Growing up, I was lucky enough to be trained by my father, Tom Jones. I was also lucky enough to be able to get into a business and garner a relationship with my father that most don't have. We were connected on a level, besides father and son, we were connected on a level of two artists. So, as a kid, watching my superhero do superhero things, I was like, I'm gonna do that because I want to be close to my dad. Then I fell in love with wrestling because I was pretty damn good at it. It's okay to clap. I was pretty good at it. As Austin said, wrestling in Texas, Oklahoma, cutting my teeth in that, with Austin Riley, with Paloma Star, with Shawn Mills, I cannot mention Texas without mentioning Fred Urban III. You might not know him. He is an angel that you guys have never met, but I was able to showcase some of what he has given me to you guys. So through me, you guys met Fred. So if you like me, you like Fred. Also, without wrestling, I would have not met my beautiful wife, Paloma Star. Being that soft asshole that Austin said I am. 18 years, and she's put up with me. Like, she's put up with me. You guys have seen the worst of me. She's put up with that. And I thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I would not be standing here if it wasn't for you. Then, from Amarillo, Texas, I moved to Chicago, home of the Bulls, home of the greatest Michael Jordan, which made me have to want to work harder to be representing Chicago. So I had to make a name for myself all over again. Coming to Galley in Chicago, coming to War Wrestling in Lima, Ohio, becoming the world champion in Lima, Ohio, while being the most hated man in Lima, Ohio. Then had a last man standing match with Orlando Christopher. Orlando Christopher, thank you for all the BS you put me through and taking all the BS I put you through. Without that match, I wouldn't be standing here. You guys wouldn't have accepted me. Thank you. I've been to Mexico. I've been all over the United States doing the one thing that I was only put here to do, and that was entertain you guys. Whether you loved me, you hated me, you damn sure had a good time. And that's all I asked. All I ask is every time I walk through this curtain, you guys had a good time. Because the world is shitty out there. You guys come in here, spend your money to get distracted from that. And my body was put on the line for you guys. I wanted to be that distraction when the world was shit. So without you fans, there would be no Cody Jones. Because without the cheers, without the boos, I would never come back. I'm just a person that came and wrestled one time and I'm gone. But for you guys booing me, you guys cheering me, I was here for a long time. And now, thank you, Christine. Thank you, Tom, for everything you have done for me, for Paloma. You guys are family, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You guys, I love you. We all grow up wanting to be superheroes or look towards superheroes. I found a superhero that I was able to be for 23 years, and that was Cody Jones. Thank you, guys.
to see you all. My name is Spencer, and it is my absolute honor to induct my dad, the Voodoo King, Mojo McQueen, into the Hall of Fame. When I was 3 years old, my dad took me to my first wrestling match. I was pretty quiet and a bit afraid of all these massive guys yelling nonsense in the locker room, but my dad was right there, so I knew I was safe regardless. And as I got older, he started taking me to more shows, and I started to enjoy wrestling a lot more. Wrestling was one of the many ways that my dad and I bonded. We would watch WWE together when there were pay-per-views, and we would even play WWE games that I demolished him in, by the way, y'all, when he would get back from work. I've enjoyed every second of his journey. I watched him win plenty of championships, be able to travel all throughout North America, and do crazy moves I didn't think he could do, like dive over a guardrail into a crowd. I've enjoyed being his road buddy, helping him film some promos, and helping him sell his merchandise. Most importantly, I've enjoyed witnessing firsthand how much love he puts into wrestling, with all the countless days of training and elevating his moveset, sketching and crafting the Mojo persona, and seeing how much he cares for you all, his fans. One of my favorite memories from his wrestling journey was witnessing him win his first heavyweight championship when I was around 8 years old. He competed in a tournament, and I remember being so excited that he would advance to each round and getting closer to the gold. Eventually, he made it to the finals, and every time I thought the match was over, he found the strength to kick out and not give up. I remember my small little body was shaking from nervous that he would lose. Finally, the bell rang, and that championship was in my dad's hands. I remember jumping for joy and being so excited that he beat so many people to be at the top. My favorite part of the night, though, was when my dad and I took a celebratory photo after he won a championship that night. So to end this off, I want to say, Dad, I'm proud of how hard you've worked over the last 14 years of your career. I love you so much, and thank you for always being in my safe space and always believing in me. You have been my biggest inspiration, my biggest cheerleader, and most of all, the best friend I could ask for. And I'm glad to have the honor of inducting you into the Hall of Fame. So without further ado, everyone, here's my dad, Mojo McQueen.
Wow. Oh, wow. Thank you. I had wrote a bunch of stuff. I'm not going to keep y'all long because we got an incredible show that's going to happen tonight. Like, I'm super excited to see every last match. So I hope that you guys are hyped up. I hope that y'all are ready to rock and roll tonight. I hope that y'all are ready to be loud. I hope that y'all are ready to see some of the best wrestling in North America. I gotta say this. I know y'all might not like Orlando Christopher, but I want to say thank you to him because Orlando Christopher gave me an opportunity to wrestle on the show for him. I met Orlando, I'm from Chicago, from the greatest city in the world, Chicago, Illinois. Some of y'all might not agree, but it is the greatest city. And I wrestled Orlando in Chicago for a company called Galley Lucha. And of course, I beat Orlando, which is nothing new. But Orlando gave me an opportunity to wrestle on this show, and there were some pretty important people at that show. You had Tom Williams, and y'all should clap for him. Because if it wasn't for Tom, and if it wasn't for Ripper Blackheart, I wouldn't be here today. So I want to say thank you. Thank you for giving a little black boy from the west side of Chicago an opportunity to come to Lima, Ohio, and tear it up. I also want to say thank you to Christine, thank you to the staff, thank you to everybody that makes this show go. I really appreciate everything that you guys do. I don't want to keep this going, so I'm going to say thank you, God bless, good night.